My name is Gary Snackenberg. I live in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. I served 1961 to 63 in Germany when we were at war with the Russians. The veterans get screwed no matter what. I get a little emotional about that because the VA doesn't care about the veterans. The country doesn't care. They blow, these Fox people blow smoke up everybody's ass about how they care about the veterans. I don't see any of them out here protesting war profits. Oh, by the way, Donald Rumsfeld, the day before 9/11 hit, announced that there was $2.3 trillion missing in the Pentagon. Missing. This is a fiasco. I mean, I could care less about these politicians because they're all corrupt to hell. All of them. They talk, and all they do is go behind the back room and get their corporate donations so they can blow smoke up everybody's behind about how they represent them. But they don't do a damn thing for the veterans. They don't do nothing for the country. They're corporate people. Veterans come home because they're on psychiatric, the SSRI drugs, and there was a documentary that's been done, a few of them. Nobody wants to hire them because they call them unstable people. They've been in the military, and Feinstein from California had already said too that this is, I mean, I didn't hear her say this, but this is what she said: take all the guns away from the veterans. There is no such thing as taking care of veterans in this country. Back in World War II, if they did the same thing to World War II veterans as they're doing today, they would surround Washington, D.C. and demand, which we don't do anymore. We exported 50,000 good factory jobs. We're still doing it today. General Electric, under the president, his corporation, they threw out a bunch of jobs just recently. And 50,000 good factory jobs gone. I'm in the VA system, and it's ridiculous. You got to wait for appointments, and the poor guys that have claims, the World War II vets came home. They had benefits by education. They were paid money to go to school. They got degrees. We don't support veterans in this country, plain and simple. I think I'm done.
The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated.
My name is Terrence Holliday. I'm the Commissioner of the Mayor's Office of Veterans Affairs. The de Blasio administration wants done is that they want services delivered to everybody, everything that they're entitled to get. We make certain that all of the city agencies have refresher training to make certain that our people are being treated appropriately, and folks need to know that they need to come to the Mayor's Office of Veterans Affairs if there's a problem, and we get involved in that. Okay, we're a constituent organization. We're an agency of the mayor. We have a clothes closet that helps veterans who are on their way to their first interview. Now, we have 4 or 5 veterans a day who are coming in to get clothes. The financial crisis hits veterans just as hard as it's hitting everybody else. So the banking industry came back, and Chase, JP Morgan, Citibank, they all have these programs that are out there that say, and basically they're saying that if you're a veteran, if you're deployed, got a mortgage, you're not going to lose your house. So they have certain things set up to help people with that. When our veterans are returning home, they go through this process called reintegration, and it's a reintegration back into the civilian market. There is a law that's on the book. It's administered by the Department of Labor. It's called USERRA, and it's the Uniformed Services Servicemen's Employment and Reemployment Retirement Act. That spells out that when somebody leaves their job, goes on active duty, and they return, their job is supposed to be protected. This is a crazy job market that's out there right now. What happens is that veterans are coming back with very specific skills. If you can lead a platoon, you can supervise a work crew. If you can maintain a tank or an airplane, you can maintain a bus. If you have these young men and women and they've been in some of these combat areas and they're returning home, where were they spending their money when they were in Afghanistan? They're probably coming home with cash, with benefits that will take care of them for a while. They are going to school. And what they're doing is their reintegration is that they're coming back into life by way of school, and they probably don't want a job.
If you were an employer wanting to, or why I would recommend a veteran is, I just know the work ethic of a veteran or somebody who's been in the military. They know how to do a job. They know how to do it efficiently. They know how to lead a team of people. I mean, personally, I had a group of people that worked under me, and it was kind of, rewarding to see them grow as people. So I think that's really cool to be able to give somebody, for an employer to give a veteran a management position per se, and watch these other people grow under them. And I think the military offers something to vets, as far as leadership skills, that maybe corporations don't give their employees. My name is Rob Belgrad. I'm a disabled veteran. I was in the Navy for 10 years. I served on submarines for those 10 years. For the first 5, I was on a submarine. The second 5, I was support staff for submarines, essentially. I am 40% disabled veteran due to a few conditions like some broken bones, hearing loss, some digestive issues, all from the military. So just during my time of service, that 10 years, these things happened, and we get compensated for it now. I do think some employers may discriminate against veterans because of the whole military stigma, and just because some people don't agree with what our government does doesn't mean you should put that on the veteran. Mental illness is a weird stigma that we all try to avoid sometimes. It's really strange, and the VA, I don't think, does the best job helping these guys. They just really kind of medicate them and send them on their way. I mean, I think they get a little bit of psychotherapy, but not much. I think the financial crisis of 2008 affected veterans in general. It may have had a bit of a kickback on them because maybe the VA was losing some funding because of this whole crisis. The entities that should be helping the vets find work or go to schooling is the VA. The VA is a government-funded agency that is supposed to be helping vets. That's what they're there for, the veteran, and the veterans, they need that assistance sometimes, and they're not getting it. In my future, I will be going to grad school in September. I'm going to study art therapy, so I'm combining art, which I love, psychology, which is what I love, and helping people, which I love, and to an amazing, for me, career. And my ultimate goal is to start some kind of veteran group that helps men and women with PTSD or military sexual trauma, and using art as a vehicle to heal.